Hello guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel. My name is Drielle for those who don't know me, and I teach English as a second language. In today's video, we're gonna learn how to talk about nationalities and country and the difference between them too. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to subscribe if you're not a subscriber and to thumbs up this video. I'm also going to leave all my social media links in the description box down below. So after you watch this video and this lesson, just make sure to go there and check those out. I am on Instagram pretty much every day. I have two accounts, one for Brazilians and the other one totally in English. And I have a podcast, which I do weekly, and a blog post, which is also weekly. So if you want to learn English for free, just make sure to follow me there and enjoy the free content. So without further ado, let's go to our PowerPoint presentation. So let's talk about countries and nationalities. Now, if you don't know your country's name or your nationality, it's important that you know at least yours in English. So for example, I know several, but if I was just starting to speak English, I would know at least mine, which is Brazilian. So I am from the country Brazil, and that's the country, and my nationality is Brazilian. It's important to know this because oftentimes when you're talking to strangers, that's one of the questions that pop up during the conversation. The person would like to know more about you, where you grew up, where you're from. Maybe they're going to pick up on your accent and they're going to ask you, where are you from? And if you don't know how to answer that, it will make the conversation a little bit difficult. So let's see. First, you're going to use the pronoun to talk about your nationality. And then the verb to be that goes with that pronoun and the nationality. So here, I am German. German is the nationality. So if I say, this is a German product, this is a German dog, this is a German drink. So German, the nationality, indicating the origin of that product, of that person. So I am German, you are German, he is German, she is German, we are German. It can be almost like a song, right? They are German, you are German. In a spoken English, in a conversation, you wouldn't say I am German, you would contract the sounds because it's faster and simpler. So instead of saying I am German, I would say I'm German, you're German, he's German, she's German, we're German, they're German, you're German. So the difference between country and nationality relies on the letter itself. Brazil, for example, is the country. Brazilian is nationality. If I say she is Brazil, is incorrect. She is Brazilian. And just remember to use the correct pronoun and verb to be. If you don't know your nationality or country, it's important that you know at least yours. I know several because I've been studying English for a very long time, and I also have a lot of contact with English every day. But if you're just starting, you don't know a lot of countries and nationalities names, you can just start by memorizing yours and the ones that you like. For example, I've always loved the USA. So of course I knew the name of the country and the nationality. So if I'm going to say I am, right, I can be I am plus nationality, or I can modify and say I am plus the preposition from, indicating the origin. So from indicates where it all started. So if I say I am from, I was originated, I was born in a country. And then we're going to say the country's name. As you saw in the last slide, German is the nationality and Germany is the country. A mistake that people oftentimes do when speaking English is to leave out the E sound in Germany or words that end in Y. But if you do not make that sound correctly, it will sound almost like German. So if I say German and German, see, there's no difference. So German, nationality, Germany, the country. I'm from Germany. I'm from Germany. Another common mistake that I see among Brazilian students is the M sound. When you say M in English, you have to close your lips. From, okay? You're from Germany. He's from Germany. She's from Germany. We are from Germany, or we're from Germany. They're from Germany. You're from Germany. So every time you want to indicate an origin, you're going to use the preposition from plus nationality. I'm sure that some of you have bought products from China. From China. Why did I use the preposition from here? Because I'm saying that the product was made and was originated in China. So the product was from China, correct? If I say pandas are from China, it means that they originated in China. If I say this is a Brazilian dessert, I'm using the nationality indicating what type of the dessert is this. We have Mexican dessert, we have Brazilian desserts, sweets, things that you eat and enjoy with sugar. So nationality and countries are really important to know, because not only you're talking about your nationality, but also the nationality of the products and food that you like and use. So I have some Portuguese letters here, don't I? Let's forget about that. So if I want to know, where were you born? I can say, where are you from? So you're meeting someone and you want to know, where are you from? That is a very broad question. If you meet someone in the USA and you know that this person is American, if you say, where are you from? You're not expecting that the person will answer the United States of America. You're expecting the person will tell you the city or the state that she or he was born. So if you know that I am Brazilian, you can say, where are you from? Oh, I'm from São Paulo. Right? So where are you from? And if we know the country, we are going to answer with the state or the city name. But if I do not know the country, let's say I meet you and I've noticed that you have an accent, so I know that you're not American, I can say, where are you from? Because you're not American and you know that, you're going to answer your country's name. I'm from Peru. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Germany. Where do you live? So I'm going on a trip and I meet someone during this trip. And I am very curious to know where this person lives. Where do you live? Here I can tell the person the country name, the country's name, or the state or the city. So where do you live? I would say I live in Texas, not in the United States. Where were you born? Here it can be the country, it can be the state, it can be the city, depending on how much you know about the other person. If the other person already indicated that she or he is from a country, you know the country. So where were you born? Most likely asking about the state or the city. Now, if I don't know that you are the nationality you are, I can ask where were you born, meaning country. So if you meet me, you notice an accent, you ask me where are you from? I'm going to say Brazil. If you ask me where do you live, I would say I live in Texas. Where were you born? I was born in Brazil. And let's pay attention to those verbs. Where are you from? How do you answer that? You use the pronoun plus the verb to be. So here in the question we have pronoun and verb to be. We're going to use the same structure for our answer. Where are you from? I am from. Same structure, I just adapted the pronoun to fit in my context, in my story, in my answer. So if I say you are from, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about me. So I use the pronoun I. I am from Brazil. I live in Texas. Here the pronunciation of live. In Portuguese, our I sound like E, but in English, we're not going to make that sound as often. So I live, not leave, because leave is to get out of one place to another place. So I live in Texas. And then I was born in Brazil. So when we say where do you live, regardless the country, you can say either the city's name or the state. So if I say, I live in Bauru, São Paulo, right? So you meet me for the very first time and you say, where do you live? And I tell you, I live in Bauru, São Paulo. Where the heck that is? Like, I don't know Bauru, São Paulo. And so the other person can ask you again, where is that? Where is that? And then you just answer, oh, that's in Brazil. Or that's a city in São Paulo, Brazil. You can also say, I live in Bauru, São Paulo, Brazil. So note, we have some questions here that start with how and where. So how indicates something that was done, how something was done. So for example, how to cook, right? I'm asking, how can I cook? What is the method? What do I do to cook? You can also use to indicate the quality of something, how I like something. So for example, how are you liking your Coke? How much you're liking your Coke? Or as an extension, how old are you? Asking the length of years, the age. I need a sip of Coke. Now we can use where also to indicate questions. When I ask where, I'm asking the location, the place. Where were you born? The place, the location. It doesn't have to be like a very specific, the Hospital of Saint Marie, you know, just the city's name or the country's name. When you're making a question and you want to use where, you want to know the place, you start your question with this word. So for example, where were you born? Where are you? Where do you live? There are some common errors. For example, a missing verb to be. I Brazilian, I from Brazil is incorrect. So I say, I'm Brazilian, I'm from Brazil. Another common mistake is the unnecessary use of the verb to be. So for example, I live in Brazil. So after the verb to be, if you want to add a verb, the verb needs to be in the ing form. I would say, I am living in Brazil. What is the problem with that answer though? When you say you're living, it means that you're living there, you're there temporarily. If you say I live, it means that you think that you're going to be there for quite some time, for a long time, permanently. If I say I am living, it means that temporarily I'm there. In this case, if you want to say that you live in some place, you should not use I am living, but I live in Brazil. You can also, people also use the wrong verb to be tense. So for example, I am born, I was born in Brazil. I can say, you know, in the past, I live in Brazil. No, in the past, I lived in Brazil. I used to live in Brazil. So just be mindful of those mistakes. And then we have the language, right? So what language do you speak? Let's get the Brazil example again. The country is Brazil, nationality Brazilian, the language is Portuguese. Let's think of the USA, the United States of America. Country, nationality North American, language English. Let's think about now England. England, the country, English or British, the nationality, and then English or British English, the language. You don't say a language, you don't tell a language, you speak a language. The only verb that you can use with language when you're talking about speaking, communicating is the verb speak. If I say this language, I talk in this language, it's incorrect. So I speak Portuguese and English, right? So how can you ask if someone speaks a language? Use the auxiliary verb do or does, depending on the pronoun. So I do, you do, we do, they do. He, she, it does. If I want to ask you, do you speak Spanish? How can you answer? Yes, I do. No, I don't. You can also say, no, I don't speak Spanish. I speak Japanese. So sometimes when you're talking to someone, you want to let the other person know that you are invested, that you want to talk to them. And because you want them to feel that way, you should give long answers, but it doesn't have to be really long, annoyingly long, but it can be long that is showing that you are interested in talking to that person. So if I say, I don't. So do you speak Spanish? No, I don't. The other person will be like, I don't think she wants to talk to me. So if I say, do you speak Spanish? And I answer, no, I don't. I speak Portuguese. That is more friendly and more open. I'm opening the window for a possible conversation, right? So I speak and then the language. You can say, no, I don't speak Spanish. I speak. Or you can say, I speak Spanish, but my first language, my native language is Portuguese. And then we have the verb to be in the past, which is super simple. I was, you were, he, she, and it was, we were, they were, and you were. Those here were right, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe I'm becoming crazy, you guys. See it? Oh, hold on. Hold the spirits activate. I know what's happening here. I know I wasn't wrong. I wasn't crazy. Here we go. So I was, you were, he, she was, we were, they were, you were. So for example, let's learn some new nationalities, country, and language vocabulary, shall we? Brazil, country, Portuguese language, Brazilian nationality. Argentina, Argentina, speaks Spanish. People from Argentina are Argentinian. Peru, Peru, people from Peru speak Spanish and they are Peruvians. Mexico, they also speak Spanish and they are Mexicans. The United States of America, we need the article the, okay? The United States of America. It's not an article, it's a definite pronoun. So the definite pronoun the, it's needed here. People from the USA speak English and they are Americans. We have Canada, Canada. They also speak English, but they can also speak French. And they are Canadians. Canadians. We have Alaska. Alaska. Alaska is not a country. It's actually a state. Did you know that? So Alaska, it's a state from the USA. They speak English and they are Americans. We have North Pole, and people from North Pole are Santa Claus. And that's just a joke because I don't think there's someone who lives that are from North Pole. It was just a joke, really. So here, England, they speak English and they are British or English. Have Portugal, Portugal, people from Portugal are Portuguese and speak Portuguese. So Brazilian Portuguese is different from Portuguese from Portugal. We have Sweden, Sweden, they speak Swedish and they are Swedish. Switzerland, land. So we have Switzerland. They speak German or French and they are Swiss. Swiss. Scotland, Scotland. They speak English and are Scottish. Greece. They are Greek and speak Greek. Ireland, Ireland. They speak English and Irish. People from Ireland are Irish. Netherlands, Netherlands. People from Netherlands are Dutch and they speak Dutch or English. Turkey, Turkey. So Turkey is the country and also the animal turkey. But in Portuguese, we have like that switched. So for example, Peru, Peru is the country and in Portuguese, the animal. But in English, Turkey is the same as the country Turkey. It was just, if you're Brazilian, you will understand. So people from Turkey, they are Turkish and speak Turkish. We have Lebanon, Lebanon. They speak Arabic. They speak Arabic and they are Lebanese. Lebanese. And a famous person from Lebanon is Keanu Reeves. China, so Chinese and Chinese. Japan, Japanese, Japanese. If you like, Japanese food, and then Chinese, don't be mad at me. This was just a joke. We have South Korea. South Korea, they speak Korean and they are Korean. And then North Korea, they also speak Korean and are North Koreans. And then North Korea has the dictator, and I don't even know his name. And then South Korea, the BTS band that is very popular nowadays. So let's practice, shall we? I am going to be the first line and you're going to answer. So I'll read this one and then you start right here. Hey there, how are you? I'm Drielle. It's nice to meet you. I'm from Brazil. You are this one here. Oh, you're Brazilian. I am Brazilian. I speak Portuguese. What about you? I live in Texas. Well, it was nice meeting you. Bye. Here, there are some questions missing, but I hope that you could practice with me anyways. And that's it from me from today. That's it from me for today. Yeah, that's it from me for today. I hope to see the next lesson. Don't forget to check my links out. Also, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you haven't done so, and to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you next. Bye bye.